I'm an ethicist, an extinctionist. What evidence is there that sensation has something to do with intelligence? I mean high intelligence. No evidence that sensation cares about how intelligent you are. Capacity to feel was something that happened a long time ago in evolutionary history. And the fact is that doing our thinking thing might make us less sensitive. We might have dulled our senses to be able to do this vocabulary thing and to compose sentences and communicate with language. We might be a lot duller as a sensual organism than the rest of the little beasties running around. There's no evidence otherwise, in my opinion. There's no evidence of any correlation between depth or intensity of sensation and being able to do algebra. Zero. I think everything should, as soon as possible and as gracefully as possible, go extinct, because there's no form of life that is reasonably efficient. It's all unreasonably too expensive for the nonsense that it is, which is build a hill, fall down the hill, build a hill, fall down a hill. Make a need that doesn't need to exist so you can satisfy it in some silly way. Make a whip so you can create a shield against the whip. Stop making shit and then you don't have to clean it up. Not complicated. Really isn't complicated. The statistical truth of the world as it is that the more intelligent somebody is, the less likely they are to have kids. Most people, right now, aren't having kids sufficient to maintain human existence. Most people, 80%. And it's only a small percentage of the human race that's creating all of the growth in population. It's just a matter of getting the 80%, or some percentage of the 80%, to acknowledge a responsibility to stop the 20% from acting irresponsibly. You don't want them raising the next generation anyway. You don't want the next generation of the human race to be raised in ignorance and squalor. It's stupid. You don't even have to be an anti-natalist to recognize this is a train wreck. I mean, you're just asking for idiocracy. Making desire. Creating it where it doesn't exist. Making the hungry thing so you can feed it gruel. You can't make that reasonable. The thorn has to go in before you can feel the pleasure of its removal. And that's what your maturation is a bunch of thorns going in. And some of those thorns you're never going to remove. You'll only get a glimmer of what it's like not to have them. That's how the game works. It's not a positive game, it's a negative game. I'm not going to apologize for my passion. No, I'm not going to do that. Fuck that. I think it should bother you, frankly. I think if your brain is working properly, you should be bothered.